G'day and welcome to the Eruption presented by Ozdiscs. We are in Mount Gambier in South Australia at the beautiful Crater Lakes Disc Golf Course in a dormant volcano. This coverage is brought to you by RAD, Gatekeeper Media and Parked Media. The commentary is brought to you by the Flying Disc Store. My name is Andrew Ferguson and I'm joined with Timmy Bowen and Patrick Robinson. Together we are the Tee Off Podcast and we are going to talk to you about some disc golf.
It's good to be back, boys. Paddy, look at the leaderboard. Who we got?
Man, round one, Dave Perry, Dan Frost shooting a very hot 4 down. Austin, we saw shoot a 3, and Clayton Beck as well with a 3 down. I think this is Clayton's. We've got a few firsts on the Gatekeeper media here. Definitely Clayton's first time.
Looking forward to seeing him play.
Yeah. All right.
As we kick things off with hole 1, par 4, 200 metres. Nice low backhand off the tee. Lands you in this landing zone right here. Then you can take on the second shot with a forehand. Fading around those trees. Checking up just behind the basket there.
Afternoon. Starting on a score of 61 for this afternoon from Melbourne, representing the Flying Disc Store Aces and Berg's Bags, David Perry.
Absolute gun, Dave Perry.
Yep.
Known for his weapon of a forehand. I think he may have the best forehand in the country.
Yeah, he's very, very calculated, very smooth form. I love playing and watching. Yeah, Dave.
I thought you were going to say well
Playing
known
with
for his thighs, but
Yes.
that too.
Well, he has been nicknamed Philap for good reason.
So throwing something very overstable off the tee. Nice low flat drive. If that fades and skips, that is an ideal tee shot to open the account.
I think this is the first time we're seeing Dave on Parked as well, and maybe Dan Frost too.
Yeah, look, Dave's had a bit of a slow year. Hasn't played a lot of tourneys, but he's certainly been keeping up with the field work because he's been playing great in the tournaments that he has played. Dan's had a fantastic year out of Canberra. Big Daddy Dan, as he's known.
He's a very new player to the sport as well. Like I think he picked it up during COVID. Very good friends with Austin and Jade Brady. They play a lot together, so I'm excited to watch him play this round.
If Dave's got the best forehand in the country, I think Dan would have to have one of the best, if not the best backhand.
Very smooth, isn't it?
Very good form.
And he throws a lot of understable discs. So Dan throws a lot of Discmania. David Perry is sponsored by Innova as well. So, or used to be sponsored by
Yeah,
Innova?
it used to be by Innova Australia, but
Yeah.
Certainly still throwing a lot of Innova.
Yeah.
I think Dan probably wanted to be a little bit more left off that tee shot. He may have to go for a backhand turnover from that spot. Austin will be throwing something on hyzer because that's his specialty. A
Absolutely.
little sawn off here.
It's going to get lucky.
There is OB left.
through or no. Oh, that's okay.
That's fought through the trees, and that's in a great spot. That could have checked up on the barbecue on the left-hand side there, which wouldn't have been ideal. Chucking some shrimps on the barbie, not the frisbees.
No time for a snag.
And here we have Clayton Beck.
I don't know if you noticed him, but there's 2 Flying Disc Store teams.
Yeah, we had 2 hyzer fighters on the first round.
Oh, who organised that?
Now, Clayton's a very good hyzer thrower, as you'll see here. Sponsored by RPM Discs. That's a little long, and he's found the rough long, which is not a great place to be. I think he's going to have to pitch out from that spot.
Yeah. Dan, I'm not sure. I don't know if I've seen Dan throw too many forehands, but
No, he doesn't throw a forehand.
Yeah.
And if this pink disc is what I think it is, it's a roller.
It is too. Oh, look at that
Oh.
wind. Smash that.
No way.
Stop.
that is disgusting.
Now, Fergie, you mentioned in the intro, we are in the crater of a dormant volcano. You heard that right. This is in a volcano. And the wind, if you can imagine being in a big bowl with wind coming over the edges of the bowl, made for some fun shots. Certainly was temperamental. It was very difficult to read.
That thing got slammed down.
I feel like your 30 seconds on this course was crucial because sometimes you could just wait 20 seconds and have no wind.
Yeah.
And here's Austin from that great spot with the forehand, and that's too high, too skinny.
That is going to be
No, it hasn't made the corner, has it? Oh, it hasn't.
in the brush. Yeah.
I wouldn't say hole 1 is one of the more difficult holes, but the boys are certainly making it tricky.
Well, this wind is just brutal. Clayton's pitched out, but has that gone?
Did that check up? If
OB?
that's gone OB, that's going
Yeah.
to be a real unforced error from Clayton. Needed to just get that one out in the middle of the fairway.
Oh, and he's thrown it up.
Yeah.
Oh, well done. That's
Great
sat
shot.
quite well. Still a little bit of a tester putt for what could be a bogey. Yeah, we'll see.
So the
Dan.
roller is certainly audacious in this wind. I went for a couple. None of them worked. And Dan, he's 0 for 1 so far to start round 2.
This looks nice.
Nice upshot, though.
Yeah.
Be able to tap that in for the bogey. And Austin is looking at a forehand cut roller. Unfortunately, he did get up the hill.
He's looking like he's going to get a cut in the ear as well.
This could go anywhere in this wind.
Oh,
okay.
no. It looks like he didn't get out of the rough. He's hit one of the limbs on the ground there.
Dave just walking away with a par. Fair enough.
A par is getting strokes. The boys are running into some trouble on this hole.
Oh, good line. Just got smacked down by the wind.
Yeah.
Now, we have to say the wind was up from... If you watch the first round, the wind is definitely windier this day. And
Just off the band for Clayton.
yeah, it was not much fun out there.
Yeah, certainly challenging, and as not just the strength of the wind, but just the sheer unpredictability of it. It made you question every shot that you were throwing. As the boys tap in all their bogeys, Dave will be saying, "Thank you very much. I'll take the par," and all of a sudden he's got the outright lead at 4 down. As we move on to hole 2, Fergie. This is probably the most challenging hole on the course. What are we looking at?
Absolutely. It's a par 4, 252 metres. You got to bomb one down the hill here and land in a nice landing zone just as we zoom through there. You've got a tricky approach. It's a low ceiling with a basket on a mound. It's if you're walking away with a 4, I think you're pretty happy.
I love that the basket is on a mound just to make the last part of this hole even more difficult. The backhand, you really need a hyzer something low like Dave has done. That is perfect.
Goodness me.
And that is crushed. Yep. He's
That is spanked out there. Well done.
Still probably 130, 140 from the pin, but in open space. Happy days.
But Dan flirting with that tree straight off the tee, but this looks pretty good.
There is OB left, but I think he's got plenty of space.
Yeah. Now the wind is coming a little bit left to right and a little bit tail, so I think these guys are trying to utilise as much as they can.
Austin's corrected from round 1 and he's put that in a great spot.
Yeah, these are great drives. The backhand, very, very tricky. It looks easy from the camera here, but I can guarantee you that tree is in everybody's mind.
Oh, Clayton. Love it. Love the angle. Good little pop. Watch
It's got
that
good distance
inside.
on that. Normally hanging it out right like that with something overstable doesn't quite go as far, but not too bad from Clayton. Austin with a big sweeping backhand. Has it got enough turn? Looks like it's fading out.
That'll be short.
Yeah. Probably happy he hit the foliage up top there, because if that faded more left, it would have really pinched off his angle. Oh, look at this from Dan.
Yeah, this is nice and low, but maybe a little bit turned over.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have liked to seen that catch an edge. I reckon that would have popped up to maybe edge of circle. Clayton now, he's got a bit of a win read from the other boys. Let's see if he can capitalise.
Yeah, I like Clayton's shot for this. He's very good at this low hyzer. That's too skinny though.
Yeah.
And that is, that's leaking very left.
It's going to be a tricky little upshot. There is some space under those trees, but...
You can go under there, can you?
yeah, very touchy.
He is snookered behind the biggest guardian bush you'll ever see.
Now, David's got an absolute cannon and he's just showing us... Oh, that got smacked down.
That was looking ideal, but the wind just dropped that.
Yeah, that is rude.
And all he can do is show the wry smile. He was wishing that was going. That was certainly what he was trying to do. Austin just bouncing over the hill, and once you get over the hill,
Yeah.
see you later. That's outside circle.
It's going to be a scary, headwind to sort of right to left putt as well for the par. Dan, he wants to put this as close as he can. Settle.
And he's done
Yes.
exactly that,
Smooth.
just
Lovely.
outside the bullseye. And look, walking away with a par in this hole, certainly happy. And look at that, he's got a little bit of daylight.
Yeah.
Something overstable.
That got up. Sit there.
Oh,
Fantastic.
sit down.
Oh, that's rude.
He's had to go the Kahu OS from about 20 metres, and unfortunately that's why it's rolled a little bit.
David having a little sneaky bit of this one, maybe? Or
Laying
Smart.
up.
Smart.
He knows a par's getting strokes on folks.
Now, Austin, is he going for this? That flag isn't moving much.
Oh.
Yes.
Is
Great
Austin
putt.
going for this? Have you met
Far
Aussie
out.
D before, Paddy? I don't think I've ever seen him lay up any putt in my life.
I don't usually get to play with Aussie D lately, to be honest. He's usually on that first card.
Yeah.
Clayton
True that.
leading this one for the par.
Oh, a little low. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really a tough putt there when you're looking at the scary little drop off behind it.
I think the flag had more or less stopped for Clayton as well, and it's back up for Dave.
Yeah, very
That's
smooth.
in the heart of the chains. And look at it flap now. The gusts. They were upwards of 40 Ks in this round. Make
Yeah.
things an absolute nightmare.
In miles, that's 740. Is that right?
I don't think that's how it works, Fergs, but I'll take your word for it. We really should learn our Fahrenheit and miles.
Nah, we really shouldn't. All right, next up we've got hole 3,
The tombstone hole.
the tombstone hole.
Why do we call it the tombstone hole, Paddy?
Because it's death. No, par 4, 157 metres. You've got this big hill that you've got to try and navigate and get as far up as you can, and then it is a little bit of a tricky upshot sometimes, but yeah, basket sort of right up the top of the hill. I do like to see just a big turnover backhand. Sometimes you see some backhand rollers as well to get up there. What you don't want to be is just sort of short to the lower side of the hill and anywhere on the left-hand side, because that upshot is going to be very cut off.
This one just drifting left for David, but he still he'll have a good shot from there.
Yeah, if he gets a full swing, that angle into the green from there is fantastic.
Yeah.
That's the play. You don't want to be left over the tombstone. You want to be turned over to the right-hand side. Dan
Yeah.
let that out a little early, but plenty of flip in that disc. And
Very
that's
nice.
Not too bad.
It did. The wind was feeling like it was a tailwind straight off the tee, but as soon as you get up the fairway, it's a solid left to right. So that's why we're seeing these discs turn over a little bit, and that's why I think Dave Perry's ended up a little bit too much on the right-hand side. See if Clayton, he's got a very big hyzer flip shot. See if he can capitalise. This looks a
good hyzer
little
flip.
bit low.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
what, Austin is so good at getting it out on full hyzer and turning the disc all the way over. Very much
Yeah.
like Kevin Jones, I reckon.
Yeah.
Must throw some flippy discs. So Clayton a little sawn off, going the spike hyzer, which is probably the best play from that spot, and it's just
Yeah.
checking up.
Like, that hill is so steep, you barely get a run up, which is why Dan is opting for the standstill here, I'd say.
Yeah. It's funny it doesn't look steep on camera, but it is so steep.
I reckon that's not too bad. He'll be well into circle 2, so probably just looking for a layup. Dave Perry really giving this a good run.
Oh, the one
Get
tree.
off it.
Yeah.
Either side of that tree, and he's putting, and now all of a sudden he's at about 20 metres.
Austin really capitalising on that
This looks
fantastic tee shot. And, yeah,
Bullseye.
that's- watch your head, Austin, coming up after that.
Yeah, he left his putt short for birdie in the first round, so he'd be happy to see himself deep in the bullseye for round 2. Clayton from range. Looks like he laid that one up.
Yeah.
Don't know if he meant to, but he did. And here's Perry from 20 metres, giving it a lofty bid.
Yeah, this is probably edge of circle 2 with
Yeah.
a little bit uphill and some weird wind.
Dan, without a jumper, I do like that shirt.
Oh,
and I
Dan.
like
Oh.
that putt. Oh,
Came out so flat. He normally does the Garrett Girthy hyzer putts from that range, Dan, but that was a genuine push putt.
Clayton looking for par.
Not ideal. That was pretty left. I don't know if I can call that a spit out. I think that was high left.
He's seeing that basket after the round, I think. He's going to...
What's
Gonna
the verdict,
have some
boys?
Stern words.
What's the verdict? Spit out?
Yeah.
Oh, spit out.
Oh, you
No, that was
No,
left.
it was left. It was
That
totally
was
left.
well done, Dan.
Sorry, Clayton.
Yeah.
Gotta say, you flying disc store, boys. Stick together. I'm calling that a spit out. Austin taking
easy
the
bird.
birdie.
It's okay, mate. Don't worry. Settle down. Take your disc out.
Oh, don't worry about taking it out.
Jeez.
You don't want anything bouncing out of these disc golf park targets because it is quite a shallow catcher. Well, on this model at least, anyway.
Clayton still smiling after that bogey.
Yeah.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Here we have hole 4, 153 metre par 4. Definitely one of the gettable holes. Just want to throw something low that beats these trees, leaves you out in the open, and then it's a relatively easy backhand hyzer into a sloped uphill green.
Well, I like this from Austin. He's gone that backhand line with something overstable. If this gets all the way through, it's settled, and you have a very straightforward look at the basket.
I've never even looked at that backdoor backhand route. This is the route that you need to take. A nice, low forehand, something overstable. I'm sure Dave's just throwing a Firebird.
Yeah. I took the backhand line each round, Tim, and got all the way down.
Maybe they need to move that Mando sign one tree further just to stop those backhanders taking the backdoor route.
Well, no, it was. It's there by design. It's as part of the course design. There was an option for a backhand.
Yeah.
But maybe too easy, you think?
No. Oh, I just want to punish the Canberra boys, Austin and Dan Frost. They love a backhand. And look, Dave hit a tree, but if his disc rolled down the hill, he should still have a birdie look. Clayton going for the backhand as well. Oh, there is a T sign that I think he glanced, and that's kicked to the right. But look at the roll.
He's made the corner.
I hate that backhand is getting rewarded.
Mate, you just got to throw more backhands.
The forehand's the play. And look, Dave, he did kick down. He's going to have about 100 metres of backhand hyzer goodness to get the birdie. I like the move.
Oh, this could be flirting with the OB line. No,
look at that.
Look at that.
Overstable enough to skip up the hill, and he'll have an easy putt for the bird.
Tell you what, in this little stretch of par fours, if you can come out 2 down through them, I think you're doing pretty solid. Or birdie at least 2 of the 3.
Clayton looking for
a
skip. I like.
No.
Is that OB? Oh, it is OB. I thought that tree saved him, but unfortunately, that has rolled back to the OB.
So rude.
And Clayton, it's been a messy start so far. Dan, a little sawn off.
Yeah, it started a little bit left and stayed that way.
I don't know if you'll have a putt from there. There's plenty of rough to contend with.
Austin, geez, he's
look
right
at this.
There.
How far did he drive that off the tee? He's got a putter approach.
Oh no,
it's just
that's
OB.
Surely. Oh, that is so lucky.
How did that check up?
Austin.
Can we just get end of the year? I just want a highlight reel of Austin walking away after he does something good.
Good shot,
Derek from Gatekeeper, make it happen.
I don't think he's ever liked one of his shots, Austin. And look, Dan doesn't have the putt. He's going for the floppy Joe, the forehand pitch out.
Apparently, Austin hates disc golf. Yeah. He actually doesn't like it at all.
Look at this. He's got a nice putt for the bird. Unfortunately, given that stroke back.
Yeah, it's a squandered opportunity there.
So, Dave, out of position off the box, but will the forehand see the lone birdie on hole 4? Oh, they won't.
Another spit out.
That's
unfortunately.
Another spit out. These flying disc store bandits. So, there we go. None of the boys capitalising on the short par 4, hole 4.
Yeah.
Dave keeping it clean. Stretch of 4 pars. As the other boys tap in, I think, unfortunately, Clayton will be taking the bogey with that OB as we move on to hole 5. Fergie, what are we looking at here?
It's a par 4, 148 metres. We're throwing slightly downhill, and we want to be kind of landing just as before that road, pitching across for our birdie. Austin here opting for the forehand, looks like.
Yeah, he's been flicking this mid. I don't know what it is, but he likes to flip it up. It's taking on the rough on the left. And very lucky. Ooh. I think he did the exact same thing in hole 1, so he's obviously dialed.
I do like the forehand throw off the tee. I do see some people with like an understable mid or even a putter, something to flex one down and just get in the landing zone. But
just go overstable like Perry. I think this is either his Firebird or may even be the new Invictus.
Yeah,
perfect.
Absolutely fine.
The danger is not the tee shot on this hole, though. It certainly is the second shot. The road's OB. There's OB wrapping around the basket just outside circle 1. Dan, that needs to flip.
Oh, Dan.
Wow. Look at the late flip on that.
I'm sorry. Where's this going?
No way that stays in bounds.
Get across the road.
No way. No way.
Is that a tree?
Was he trying to...
that is ridiculous.
No way he was trying to cross off the box, though.
No, I don't think so.
He's all of a sudden in the best spot you possibly can be. He's in front of the trees that guard the front side of this road.
That
fantastic.
Is ridiculous.
Is this his Kahoo?
Oh, this is going too long.
Get through.
Oh, look at that. That's a break.
That's a good spot.
Yeah, you have a little forehand approach there, I reckon.
I love this shot. I mean, I didn't love this shot at all. I had no idea what to do. I tried the low shot. I tried the spike hyzer. Nothing was working. Dave's gone the low shot, and unfortunately,
good hit.
he's
Dan.
hit a tree, but that's on the inbound side of those bollards. Fantastic break from Dave.
Clayton just a bit pinched off.
Oh wow!
He's
Look
got
at
something
this.
though.
This is a fantastic attempt. Cross the road, beat the bollards.
Oh yes, Clayton.
Inbounds. Fantastic shot. Austin will be looking to do the same.
Oh, you know these boys have a ultimate history, don't you?
Yeah.
All right,
That
look
was
at
almost too easy.
Oh, goodness me.
Just passing it to a mate, and look at him. He's like, yeah, this golf's easy game.
I feel like the camera just hovers on Austin for a little bit longer than everyone else. I love it.
So here's Dave. Look at the crosswind he's dealt with. And all of a sudden, when these upshots are to get up and down for a par, they're so much more tricky.
Yeah, big skip.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, okay, okay. It was a bit short. It looked like an ace. It looked like a run.
Oh,
Look at Dan.
Dan. Are you
Amazing.
kidding me?
Oh,
Oh,
that's
settle.
two turned over. Needs to get down.
Cut.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, nice.
Tailwind putt.
I'm calling it now. Dan's thrown two shanks, and he's got a putt for birdie. They weren't full shanks, at least. Clayton,
Yes,
beautiful
beautiful birdie.
That's it. That's
He's on the board.
better colour on that scorecard.
Absolutely.
That's what we want to see.
+4 for the round after a double and 3 bogeys, but he'll be certainly hoping to steer the ship from here on out.
Dave,
So Dave needs this for the par. Keep the scorecard clean.
that wind is gusting, but it's fine.
Looks like he waited for a nice window in the breeze.
Dan, to get this, capitalise on that beautiful drive.
Yes.
Beautiful,
Fantastic.
Dead centre putt. And he'll be like, yep, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, disc golf
I
gods.
meant all of that.
Now he's back with it. Have we got a 3-way tie for the lead?
We certainly do.
Oh, look at that.
Dave, Dan, and Austin at 4 down as we move on to hole 6. Paddy.
Yeah. Par 3, 72 metres, but yes, it's short, but it's very high with elevation. You've got a forehand option or this turnover backhand that Austin is showing us. Very difficult in this whipping headwind, but
Oh,
that
look
is
at
a
that.
great break.
That looked like it was on cut and hit the ground and suddenly flattened. Very fortuitous.
When have you ever seen a disc do that in a headwind on
Never.
the side of a hill?
Paddy, I threw the same shot. I think my disc hit the ground in the bullseye this round. And if the hole is 72 metres, my second shot was from 95 metres. It was all the way down the hill.
Oh,
Great
man.
attempt from Dan. He went a little long. I like the forehand.
This one's
if
very
you've got
high.
the power. 72 metres
Get there.
directly uphill. Look at that from
yes.
Clayton.
Clayton.
It's actually quite a difficult angle with the forehand. You need to push it high, but also straight. Plays like a 110 metre shot, I swear.
I love this from Dave. This looks great.
Got the
Oof.
width.
That's why Ash wears a helmet.
He's straight off the helmet and straight into the circle. You'll have a
Right.
putt for the bird.
I feel like I'm giving Dan a chance here. Like, this looks good.
Oh, a little
Uphill.
sneaky uphill run.
They're quite uphill. He's gone the highs a bit.
Oh, there's
just-
your double G.
Yeah,
Highs are putt.
that's more what I'm used to with Dan. That was caught me off guard when he threw it so flat on that previous hole.
Can Austin capitalise on that great landing?
Oh. Did you see the tailwind? The
Yeah.
flag
Yeah.
was flat in there, and his disc went nowhere.
So Dave wants to get rid of that
Oh, there's a
tie.
There's a putt from range, and all of a sudden the flag stopped.
That's huge.
He really punched that into the wind, and look at it. Here's Clayton. This would be a great birdie, 2 in a row.
Settle.
Little
Just
tentative.
Downhill with a headwind. It could have got up on him, but
Yeah.
Hopefully he's getting some words of wisdom from his caddy there, Big Sam. Austin in for the par. I'm sure Sam just said, how about you throw it in the eye next
What'd you
time?
do that for, mate?
As we see a lethargic Dan stomp up the hill to tap in his par. We'll drop it in.
Oz Discs, powering Team Heiser Flight. Check them out at ozdiscs.com.au.
all right, moving on to hole 7, par 5, 272 metres. It's a nice big booming par 5. You've Got OB running down the left and right and around the basket, which is situated under this beautiful willow tree.
They've trimmed the willow, but they could have trimmed it a little more. You can be pinched off if you're short and left and short and right.
I should have left the cows in the paddock to chew.
That's it.
Chew the leaves.
Oh, Dave.
Oh, they got slammed.
Dave's really good at the roller from this tee shot, but in the wind, it was just not an option. Austin's looking high. Is there a high line? No, he just wanted to put it on hyzer, and that was humming. But unfortunately, he's hit one of the guardian trees about 70 metres off the pad. So all of a sudden, the doors open for Dan to push one down there.
Next one out.
I like it. He's hit the window nice
under
and low. This is going.
Oh, that's big.
Beautiful.
He's turned Ash around.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Ash thought there were no chance of throwing it that far. Fantastic shot. Clayton.
He's got some sneaky distance too. And that
Yep.
is great.
Oh, is this tracking for OB though?
Sit.
No, that's
Oh,
fine.
it's hit a tree and it's settled. Yep, no worries at all.
I think,
Clayton.
I think that's Arrive. He does throw that quite well.
Yeah, it's sponsored by RPM, Clayton, but he's snuck a few different discs in there. I know he throws the Yakun Dragon because it's got my name on the bottom of it. Fantastic shot from Austin there.
Did you own that disc previously? Is that
No.
right? Oh.
It's just nicknamed the Timmy Bowen.
Yeah.
Inside joke there. Dave Perry with a big forehand for his second shot. Oh, look at that.
Oh, it's going to get... Oh,
That
my
was
goodness. What is going on?
That was a Halo Destroyer, and he's got such a whip on his forehand. He's burned that over. I think that may be inbounds. No,
Yeah,
OB.
OB.
Unfortunately, he gets the dreaded cross.
Clayton capitalising on that. Excellent drive. Oh, this needs to sit.
Oh, it's going to flip.
I like that.
That's gorgeous.
Hanging it out over OB, fading back.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a
very
crush.
nice. That's huge.
Is that his second? Has he got
Yeah.
a...
Yeah,
He's probably got like a 30, 40 metre look for the eagle.
easily.
Down
Damn.
here.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Cut.
Burnt over.
Use the cut. I think that's
no
safe.
chance. Is that inbounds?
I think so.
It's too short.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it burnt out. Oh, that can't be how close Dave was to OB, can it?
You're talking to a man who got about 12 OBs in the
Yeah.
first round on coverage, Paddy. So seeing these boys get these breaks, I'm not happy. I'm not a happy camper. Good shot from Dave.
Yeah, that's big.
Well and truly safe. Don't think he's in range to save the par, though.
Austin not liking this one out of the hand.
Little high, but if he hits the willow or he gets down, not a problem at all. But
Yeah.
we'll see if he's got a line under the willow leaves from that spot. So Dan, as you said, got down nice and early, needs this up and down for the par, and
Yeah.
not a problem at all. That'll be a tap in.
Is that for par? No. It wasn't OB. That's for birdie,
Might be
mate.
for birdie, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fairly generous par 5 this one.
Nice
What's-
little flick there
I'm
from
not
Clayton.
sure what the trick is, Tim, because I had a few OBs too. Is it being so bad that when you throw a bad shot that it doesn't go out of it?
I think that's the play. And so we see Dave Perry bust out the Innova Alien.
Oh,
Very-
he did he?
Yeah.
he threw it.
Oh, Austin.
It's kind of good for this round because it just has no glide, so it was good for the wind.
Nice
There we
birdie
go.
there
Yeah.
from Clayton.
Beautifully. Really textbook how he played that hole. And you're right, Dan
Yep.
tapping in the birdie.
Very nice.
So that'll move him to 5 down. And Perry, unfortunately, I believe this is going to be a bogey.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, lead change. Big Dan Frost
I can't
at the top of
believe
the box.
that forehand destroyer. That is a very overstable disc.
Yeah, absolutely.
Moving on to hole 8. Timmy.
Hey, this one is 164 metre par 4. If you've got a huge backhand hyzer, you can get there and have a lengthy eagle bid, but most players will just be looking to turn a disc over because if you're far to the right side, you have a nice angle to the green, and I'm sure that's on Dan's mind right now.
Yeah, I can see him playing this one fairly smart. I like it. That thing's going to be well out there.
That is just absolutely money from Dan. He's so good at getting that late turn on the
Yeah.
disc. Please teach me how to do that, Dan.
Or don't throw type hands all the time. Far out. How hard is it?
That may be my problem. Clayton's got a very good hyzer. That looks a little skinny.
Yeah.
Is it on top of the ridge?
Oh,
No, he's
okay.
found the
That's
rough,
short.
so-
That's left.
Not much you can do there. There's no OB there, but there's just natural OB, Clayton. So
Yeah,
have
that's
fun
going to
with that
be
second shot. Something to look forward to there.
very tricky up and down.
Austin's just looking to his left because the ice cream van's rolling in. He's cranking a big backhand there. Oh, this
one
is
looks
money.
good.
Oh, come on.
It's stalling, but I think it's gone plenty far to get on top of the hill. He had an eagle look in round one, and he's going to have about 25 metres left from that spot. Fantastic shot.
David here looking to make amends after a bogey on the previous hole.
Oh, get past it.
Oh, that looks a little skinny. He's hit the willows, and that's going to slow it right down and pull it to the left.
Yeah.
He's not out of play here.
No.
Like, you can throw a big spike hyzer here, but it's just so hard to judge because everything's blind. You can't see the tree you have to miss. You can't see the basket.
And chucking it up straight in the air is going to bring all the full force of the wind.
Yeah.
I think that was a bit short.
That'll be about 30 metres. Might have got pin high, but he'll be about 20, 30 metres.
Clayton's
to the
found a
right.
little gap, has he?
What is he looking at here?
Oh,
Did it get out?
come on, please.
We're looking at leaves.
Yeah.
I have no idea where that went. No.
Yeah.
That's because he's in them.
That's a no.
Come on.
Oh, wow.
That looked like it copped a bit of foliage on the way out too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Making this hole look very tough, trying to cut the corner. Look at Dan. Just a bit of touch. Nice backhand turnover.
Yeah, it's...
And Austin, fortunately, snookered for the eagle, but he can give it a nice lofty hyzer bid.
I mean, this is definitely one that most of the MPO guys will want to take a birdie on.
Oh, absolutely. There's
Yeah.
been some eagles on this hole.
Ooh.
And all these boys have got the distance to get there, but it's a pretty technical tee shot.
Oh, Dave.
Especially-
Okay, he was much closer than I thought.
Yeah, this faded heaps. I thought this was no chance. Oh, a little low. Yeah, it's unfortunate to see Dave miss that putt because it looks like the wind slowed right down for him.
Yeah, I think he picked up his towel there pretty violently, actually.
Oh, that snuck in.
Is that a spit in?
I don't know what that was,
Yeah.
but Dan, nevertheless, all of a sudden he's got a 2-down round through the front 8 holes. Very tidy.
Absolutely.
Clayton, unfortunately, dropping back with the bogey there. Austin in for the birdie. He's really got this hole dialed. Love it. Love it, Austin.
Austin.
So moving to hole 9, Paddy, what is this hole?
Yeah, very straightforward. 68 metres, straight downhill, par 3, in the open, so you're getting the full brunt of the wind here, although that flag's not moving much.
Dan throwing his backhand putter at roughly 5% power.
Yeah,
And-
this
Yes.
ideal. You want to just hit that early bit, maybe 8 metres or so, and
Does
have
have
it flick up. Yeah.
Right. He does have a smooth backhand, doesn't he?
He certainly does. I would have thought Austin would go the backhand here, but no, gone for the forehand, and that's the mistake you really don't want to make, is just cruising down the hill. But nevertheless, he's 11 metres, putting back at it.
Is this the alien?
This might be the alien. I think he likes it for this hole.
Oh, yeah, it is
Yeah,
too.
it
Look
is.
at that.
Nice and low,
yes.
driven into the ground, scoot
Skip.
forward.
Thank you, David. That is exactly how you play the hole.
I think Innova need to send some royalties because he may have just sold a bunch of aliens after that shot.
Oh, Clayton.
Clayton going for the left route.
I was going to say, this is how you ace the hole, but...
Oh, my
Oh!
That.
perfection. Yeah, look at the
Love
swagger
it.
on it.
I see you, alien.
Beautiful. Oh, yeah.
Dude looks like he's straight out of a movie.
Absolutely.
Hollywood A-lister
What a
right there,
handsome
Clayton Beck.
man.
Oh, Austin!
Jeez.
Gave it the full lean back, and look at him run it
Oh,
in. Aussie D with the Raptors.
Like, I see your park jobs.
I'm not giving up a beer frame here.
Yeah.
He did give up.
Oh,
stop
Dan!
it.
Tim!
Stop it.
Tim!
Did I just call beer frame a bit early? I may have called it a little early.
Oh, that's a commentator's curse.
Dan.
Oh, my
Apologise.
Look,
Apologise.
to be fair, I reckon he's gotten away with a couple of strokes. Look at him! Look at him salute the crowd. Someone's giving him a bit of stick on hole 10.
Oh, no.
That's unfortunate. Look, we've all been there.
Yep.
We
I
have
know,
our
I've
flying
certainly
disc
been there.
boys just popping in there.
That's why I try and stay on chase card.
There
these
it
days.
is, the alien. Well done, Dave. As Clayton, I'm sure you're throwing a Kia there. As we look at the front 9 results, Dave Perry 1 down for the round, 5 down overall. Dan Frost 6 down. Austin sharing the lead at 6 down, and Clayton very messy 1 par. He's dropping back a little bit. Thanks for that coverage, Gatekeeper. Make sure you join us for the back 9 of round 2.